Hey yo, this video is sponsored by the great folks over at BetUS TV.
What more can I say?
Top Billin. First and foremost, shouts to the boy Howie Roseman for once again doing the damn thing. This is how we do.
This is how
And you know
we
when Howie does it, it is so spectacular, man. I'm talking about, look at that. First and foremost, Jahad Campbell is a Philadelphia Eagle with the 31st pick. Yeah, I think he's going to have that same type of impact like a Nolan Smith. That type of talent, getting it at the 31st pick when you can make a strong case that he probably is a top 10 talent in the entire draft, right? I'm loving the pick of Ty Robinson in the 4th round. I told you guys we needed to beef up that interior defensive line there. Y'all know I'm not real big on your boy Jordan Davis. A guy like Ty Robinson I can see slotting in the future and really making an impact there. I like the Mac McWilliams pick, the Drew Kendall pick. Listen, Miles Hinton, a guy that I know pretty well. You know what I mean? I wouldn't sleep on him as a swing tackle later on, right? Antoine Powell Ryland, that is my dude from my Hokies. Antoine Powell used to play at Florida. That dude was absolutely killing it this year for the Virginia Tech Hokies. Very surprised he went in the 6th round. He might be the best natural pass rusher, period. Straight up, right? Bringing Kyle McCord home. You know what? I love it when they bring the cats from the Delaware Valley back home. Kyle McCord, a good 3rd option, perhaps, maybe, right? DTR on the team as well, right? Some competition there for that 3rd slot. Smile Monday. This is a guy I said the Philadelphia Eagles should go after, right? Perhaps my favorite pick out of them all. If not him, though, it would probably be this guy right here, Andrew Mukuba. Yeah. Let's get into that. I don't want to hear shit about Andrew Mukuba's size, right? Come on, man. We're playing football. We're not playing basketball. We're talking about 186 pounds. There's plenty of guys balling out in the NFL around that size. My man, Tyrann Mathieu, one of my all-time favorite players, is about 5'8", 190 pounds. We know how his career has turned out. He is a difference maker. We see Buda Baker out there around the same size. Plenty of these guys balling out. Look at the player. Don't look at who you wanted in the draft, and then you're trying to come to grips with not getting the player that you wanted, so you're trying to nitpick some bullshit, right? Because Andrew Mukuba is the absolute truth, in my opinion. And this is a dude I got information on when he was in high school going into Clemson from somebody that I know and respect, that a lot of people who've been following since day one know who I'm talking about. That would be my big bro, Kenyatta Watson. Andrew Mukuba is everything that he said he would be. And we're talking about a guy who can roll posts, right? He does a lot of the shit that we do in Vic Fangio's defense. Watch him roll posts right here, right? Gonna roll posts and then show off that range. Don't worry about the results of the play. You see what he's doing here and the skill set that he brings that we don't have on the team. I said we needed a free safety on this team, and we got it. Andrew Mukuba, roll posts, flip those hips. Look at this. Track, bang. From way downtown, bang, on the numbers. Your man's doing the damn thing. Check it out right here from this particular angle. He almost got lit up at the end, though, right? Carson Beck with the pump, release, and look who's there. Johnny on the spot right there. Andrew Mukuba, right? Coming from a rolled post position. Obviously, we play split safety a lot of the times in Vic Fangio's defense, but we will roll the post, and it is duality at the position, meaning he will have to sniff the box as well. So he'll be box sniffing and rolling the post and playing that duality of that split safety look right there. But you can see him, boom, roll the post, get to the numbers, get his hands on the ball, right? We know this dude is a playmaker, played a ton of positions in college, played a ton of high-level football. I like getting guys from big programs who played high-level football. He played at Clemson first and foremost. Those guys recruited him, thought the world of his talent, and he didn't let them down. I'm talking about ACC Rookie of the Year, all-conference, goes to Texas, balls out, right? Showing his playmaking ability there at the safety position, was playing nickel and safety at Clemson. The guy can do it all. Yo, I buried the lead. Full-length versions of these videos that I have to chop up once they hit YouTube and get those content ID claims for me showing the full plays. will be found at patreon.com/topbillin. Get the full unedited videos there, and I may even do some original content on there depending on the team. So patreon.com/topbillin. Andrew Mukuba is playing a split safety look. Remember, this is the guy, right, who has some good range, very good range, played nickel corner, so can man you up in the slot, can be the dime back, right? If we go to a 3-safety set, you put Sidney Brown out there along with Reed Blankenship. He can be the guy that is the dime, right? Because we already have, of course, Cooper DeJean there. You get a lot of speed on the field. You got a lot of coverage on the field there. He adds to the versatility, but he also adds to the physicality, something that, of course, you probably lose with Chauncey Gardner, somebody who's just a hard hitter. Makuba's got that in his background as well. Look at this right here. Look at him drive on this slant. Bang! Separate that man from his own senses, right? Separate soul from man. Bang! And that was just light work right there. He wasn't even really trying hard, right? He got him with just the hands with it. And boom, right there, my man. You know what I'm saying? Having to pray to a higher power right there. Look at him. He ain't getting up quickly either, right? Look at him right there. He getting up. He got Tweety birds all around. That's Dylan Bell, too. Dylan Bell is a roughneck. He got Tweety birds all flying around his heads and shit, and Lucky Charms and moons and bananas and raisins. What are we doing here? Lined up in a slot at Clemson. I always say, leave a man where they stand. If you're a guy who people consider undersized or whatever, right, in quotation marks here, leave a man where they stand. Meaning, when you encounter him, he shouldn't go not much further than where you encounter him. So look at him, peel back on this right here, and bang, fertilize a man. Look at that. Come back, peel down, break down in space. You saw that? He came through and broke down in space. He knows when to break down in space, and then sometimes he knows when to just lay your ass out like creased khakis. You see him break down in space, and that's his best, to me, form of tackling right there, right? Where he tackles at the waist and then kind of rolls it down, right? Almost an alligator roll type joint, right? Without actually rolling with it there. But he does a really good job right there, right? Head on the outside, right? Practicing proper form, which you get a lot from the Clemson guys, right? And, adding that to his arsenal right there, bringing that to the team. In the slot again at Clemson, look at him fight through this block and leave a man where they stand. Look at that. Gave him kind of half a man right there and the same kind of deal. I talked about him breaking down in space, but there's just sometimes he's just going to send you to zombie town. Look at this right here. Bang! Does not matter. It's no hezzy, right? Those are those no hesitation zones, right? You get a guy coming down in the alleyway and he's seeing a ball carrier and it's just him one-on-one with the great one. As you can see right here, he is not slowing down at all. Head on the outside still, but man, he's laying into you. It takes some courage. I'm here to tell you right now, it takes courage to run full speed into another man and not break down. And that's exactly what he does right there, right? He does a very similar tackle, even though he's in kinetic motion right there, right? Bang, head on the outside and then roll down to the ankles, kind of ankle picking that shit right there. Man, I got to see that in full speed again. Look at this right here. Then bing, bink this shit, right? What are we doing right there, man? He will turn off your electricity. Pico style. Here we go again on the fill and spill. Watch him approach. Leave a man where they stand. That's all I want from you, man. It's not that hard, right? Life isn't that hard as some people make it. A guy like this, right? Insane football intelligence first and foremost, and then of course the ability to bring the technique. Look at once again, head on the outside here. Now I will say this: sometimes throwing your body into people can leave you on the other end as well, right? We've seen that a lot from Chauncey Gardner. He would lay people out, but they would lay him out as well. And I've seen my man miss tackles when he thought he was going to bring the lumber like that. But usually when he breaks down in space, I mean, this is usually the result, right? Tackling in space well, assisting with our run game, all right, allowing Reed Blankenship sometimes to be at the post, right? If they switch, that means we don't have to switch the safeties then, right? Like I said before, duality at the position, flipping each other's style. A lot of the times, if you're disciplined in your approach and you play your keys, the ball will find you, damn thing, all right? A lot of these people, right, you'll see somebody not floating their zone, they'll get over aggressive, right? You can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to lead him out to the flat. So instead of working the flat, he played his keys there, peeled back, got in the passing lane, and then look, he probably was going to intercept that bad boy anyway. But man, there you have it. Another turnover. Picks, predictions, analysis. That's what you're going to get from BetUS TV. I've been tapped into those guys' shows, been checking them out, especially for my beloved combat sports. And it's a huge combat sports weekend. Man, we're talking about that Ryan Garcia card where he's going against Rolly Romero. We also have Teofimo Lopez fighting Arnold Barbosa. And we have Devin Haney back fighting Jose Ramirez. Very interested in that Haney fight to see how he comes back after that loss to Ryan Garcia. Him fighting Jose Ramirez is crazy to me. It's a dangerous fight to come back to after a fight like that, but I think Devin Haney is still that dude, and we will see what's going on right there. But I saw plus 2,000 on Jose Ramirez to win by decision or technical decision, plus 1,200 for him to win by KO, TKO, or DQ as well. I don't think it'll happen. But man, I wouldn't be surprised, or I wouldn't be mad at somebody for laying that down right there. So let me know what you think about that, man. Make sure you get on that card. You have Canelo fighting William Skull as well. Naoya Inoue fighting this weekend. Is one of the best combat sports weekends you can think of. All right, let's get it. BetUS TV. Having a coverage safety in your arsenal. I want you to check him out right here and look at the angle he takes to take away this particular pass right there. You saw him get outside. He jumped outside of it because he knew the exact angle that he would approach this with, right? You see him, right? They're working a 50-50 exchange right here. You don't know where this man's going to go, right? He's going to keep it vertical until it's not. He sticks that foot in the ground, but he already took that outside portion away and could drive on that. Right, wait for him to get by a little bit, and then look, we'll undercut it. If this ball was thrown better, right, it would have been an interception or a pass deflection at the very least. But it looks like he may have just forced him to kind of throw it away. Right, it looks like that was his primary option right there. Right, yeah, it was primary option. He wanted to throw that bad boy immediately, and he saw it. He's like, they probably tell him if it's not there, then throw that bad boy away. He wasn't getting through those progressions, believe me. More box work. And really good technique right here. Squeeze down. Look at that. You saw oh my God. As soon as he diagnosed, right, he was flying to the ball. He didn't give the receiver here enough chance on this reverse at all. Look at me. Squeeze down and immediately saw. Look at the discipline right there on the flip by Gunnar Stockton there. You can see him taking that angle. He already took away that angle. It was a wrap. My man had to stick that foot in the ground. And what did you do, right? You forced him back into traffic, but it doesn't matter. He broke down in space himself there and forced him back outside and then did that ankle roll tackle that I like that he does. One more time, full speed. Look at this. Remember, this is the guy with the post-safety interception and all those interceptions back at depth can also do that and will do that very well in the NFL. Now, y'all know I couldn't leave without doing this particular play right here, showing that man's severe physicality. Look what he did to Gunnar Stockton right here. Bam! The lights are on, but nobody's home. My God, you talk about turning off somebody's electricity. Bang! Picoed his ass, right? That had to have been his head, right? I could have sworn when I was watching this live, I thought that it was his head rolling like that. Bang, Ichabod Crane, whatever that shit, that headless horseman. He headless horseman his ass right there. Boom, God, Stockton, you know you fucked up when you make a man do this shit, right? Oh, my man was turned into a severe exotic dancer, right? That might be too much exotic dancing. When I see a chick doing some shit like this, I'm not sure if I'm turned on. She's going too far with it, right? Good Lord. Come on. They shouldn't have threw a penalty. I don't understand what the penalty is for anyway, right? You playing football, right? That's leading with your shoulder. It was shoulder-to-shoulder contact. Bang, right there. Sent that man into exotic dancing mode. Right, turn him into a cadaver. Right, his body is being used for science as we speak right now. What are we doing? He was woozy too. He was out on his feet. He sent him on a trip with no luggage, lunching without the meat. So, man, I'm here to tell you, man, doubt this kid all you want. Continue to doubt him. Like I said before, people wanted someone else. I wanted Malachi Starks. That was my guy at free safety. But my second guy that I wanted was Andrew Mukuba. I know the type of football this guy could play. There were some pretty good safeties in this draft, right? I had him slightly ahead of my man from my Penn State Nittany Lions, Kevin Winston. But Andrew Mukuba fits exactly what the Philadelphia Eagles need. And he fits exactly what, to me, they lost in Sean C. Gardner. He has a very similar skill set, coming from originally being a corner, just like that, just like Chauncey. And the type of skills that he brings, right, with the physicality, the range, all of that shit right there, that man can do it. I'm here to tell you right now, bro, don't doubt Andrew Mukuba. Doubt at your own risk, all right? With that being said, man, I actually don't even want to know what most of the people think. I know how this fan base is. They're going to cry and cry about some shit. And then the minute he does well, they're going to be trying to give him a nickname, right? Remember the whole Zach Bond shit from last year when I told y'all he was going to be balling out? And nobody wanted to listen to that shit, right? Then he balled out and immediately, he's Zach Bond, or whatever the fuck y'all were calling him or whatever. Like trying to make nicknames up for him after disrespecting the man. We shall see. Howie Roseman did the damn thing, and this has to be a Vic Fangio pick. That right there, let me know right there, hands off, right? Is Vic Fangio is handpicking you for some shit, right? Handpicking you to replace Chauncey. They ready to let him go in the draft and say, hey, we'll target a young guy. We have Sidney Brown, Lewis Singh, Reed Blankenship. All these guys are strong safety types. Let me go and get my free safety. And I'm pretty sure they consulted with Fangio from Andrew Mukuba. All right. Let me know what you think about that. Much love to everybody out there. All my villains, patreon.com/topbillin to get the full unedited videos. And much love to BetUS TV for all your picks, predictions, and analysis. All right. Salute. Big salute to everybody out here in the Delaware Valley. Big salute to Philly. Big salute to everybody in North Philly, West Philly, Southwest. All the damn time. Northeast Philly, you know how we do it, baby. Big love to Camden as well.
What more can I say?
Top Billin.